Welcome back to my film and TV channel. You're all staying safe and well. We've got a biggie today. We're going over to the MCU. Yes, over to Marvel, which, as you know, yeah, I've bit mixed on this for me. Some are okay, some not so good, some not so okay. So we're going to have a look at the latest one. We're going to look at Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. Yeah, there we go. So we're over in the multiverse, or whichever it is now, aren't we, for this one? Which not much real time, not much based in the real world in this one, that's for sure. 124 minutes long, a 12A certificate. We're going to have a look at that today. Please, if you are new to the channel, push that subscribe button, push the bell notifications. Great to have you on board. Everything film and TV, of course, reviews, information, vlogs. The odd quiz thrown in as well, special occasions. So your support is much appreciated. And if you are pushing buttons, or you've already pushed that button, just push that little like button. I'm trying to get about 15 likes, not a massive target. Thumbs ups for these vlogs, so you can help me towards that. I'll be very appreciative. Right, there we go. We've got a superhero film, as we know, based on Marvel Comics, featuring the characters Scott Lang, Ant-Man, and Hope Pym, Wasp. Yeah. Sequel to Ant-Man 2015 and Ant-Man and the Wasp 2018. And the 31 of them in the film in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, MCU. This is directed by Peyton Reed, written by Jeff Loveness, and stars, amongst others, Paul Rudd. I can take him or leave him, to be honest with you, as Scott Lang, and Evangeline Lilly as Hope Van Dyne, a bit better, of course. And alongside other actors in this one, Jonathan Majors, Catherine Newton, David Dastmalchian, Katie O'Brien, William Jackson Harper, Bill Murray, Michelle Pfeiffer, Corey Stoll, and Michael Douglas. Yes, all in this one. And what's it about? Well, when Scott Lang and Hope Van Dyne, along with Hope's parents, Hank Pym and Janet Van Dyne, some weird names, and Scott's daughter Cassie, that's normal, are accidentally sent to the quantum realm, they soon find themselves exploring the realm, interacting with strange new creatures, and facing lots of new dangers as well while they're there. All these scores and comments I'm going to give you as at the 6th of March 2023 at 12 noon here in the UK. Rotten Tomatoes audience like it. It'll have its fans, of course. It's got to have its fans. 83% positivity, 4.1 out of 5. Internet Movie Database, slightly less overall, 6.5 out of 10. Still very healthy. Over 78,000 scores and reviews left. Metascore, the other critics I look at, their users only 5.9, so a little bit below that magical 6 out of 10. This was released in and around worldwide in and around the February 17th. And it's the first film in Phase 5 of the MCU. It all gets all very they make it far too complicated. They certainly do. Rotten Tomatoes, critics, 47%. So the critics are not as impressed as some of the film goers and Joe Public. An average rate of just 5.6 out of 10. That's based on 371 reviews. And yes, the rottens and the freshes are slightly more rottens. 196 rotten against 175 fresh. One of the rotten was Wendy Hyde from The Observer here in the UK. She said, the film's main asset is Jonathan Majors, it is, as Kang the Conqueror. His performance with its velvet soft line delivers an unfathomable, boundless rage is the magnetic core of this incoherent effects dump of a movie. Yes, so it's just a bit of nice in there, but I think we get where she's going. Kevin Mayer from The Times here, also in the UK, said, it takes an impressive amount of ineptitude to plonk seasoned pros such as Douglas, Pfeiffer and Murray around a table and produce little more than awkward groans as Murray wheels out his wacky Lothario shtick. He certainly does. On the fresh side, though, there is fresh. Randy Meeks from Empire magazine said, Quantumania is colourful, original and different. I don't disagree with that. And corrects the mistakes that Marvel has made during these 3 years of experimentation. Okay, I'll partly go along with that one. Leah Greenblatt from Entertainment Weekly, she said, this Ant-Man is clever enough to be fun and wise enough not to overstay its welcome. 2 hours? Bit long for me. Who better understands the benefits, after all, of keeping it small? Well, it is the Ant-Man, but that's the only thing small about this. The consensus of the site, the Rotten Tomatoes, Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania mostly lacks a spark of fun that elevated earlier adventures, but Jonathan Majors' Kang is a thrilling villain poised to alter the course of the MCU. Well, let's hope so, but in a sort of different storyline, please. Metacritic, the other site we look at for the critics, an average of 48 out of 100 again, so not fantastic. That's based on 61 critics. 18 positive, 34 mixed. Yeah, that's the sort of where I sort of fall on this one. And 9 negative, so not a total disaster, but it scored anywhere between as low as 10 and 83 out of 100. Roger Moore, we have a look at his views on this site a lot. Movie Nations, Roger Moore said, Ant-Man and the Wasp is much ado about a lot of microscopic nothing. Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania, of course. The Independent, though, Clarice, the wonderful name, Clarice Luffrey, she gave it 60. She said, thankfully, Quantumania coughs up a decent amount of the mania promised in its title. It's done a far better job, at least, than last year's Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Well, I don't know, I like that. I like that more than I like this, which was miserably sane. No, yeah, I'd have to disagree slightly, Clarice, there. And Frank Scheck from The Hollywood Reporter, he gave it 70 out of 100 and said, for better or worse, Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania is the most overtly sci-fi film in the series, and on that level, it succeeds very well. Right, on to my thoughts on this. My score on this, guys, I'm only, it's an okay score. I'm not going to go mad. I'm just going to give it a 5.5 out of 10. I actually enjoyed this a little more than some of the other MCU offerings, all the other 30 that we've had over time. But then again, that doesn't say much. So certainly as far as the recent ones concerned, I think this was one of the better offerings. I like some of the older original ones. Some of it is a little painful to watch, mainly because of the humour, which for me is pretty poor. I mean, Bill Murray, anyone, I love Bill Murray to bits, but it just doesn't work. Not just him either. There's other things in this that just don't hit home. The lead man, Mr. Rudd, of course, as I said, I'm a bit like that with him, as well as his sort of characterisation, and his presence on screen doesn't impress me that much. But I did like the action scenes. I thought they were good. I thought because it's all based in this multiverse and it's all weird and strange, it sort of worked in a cartoony sort of way, and I like that. That was fine. Although I do like to see things in the real world rather than this multiverse. And it's a sort of, for me, a childish sort of world where certain things will appeal to younger watchers. Everything is possible, of course, there. I never believe death is final for any character. So for me, what's the point? I do lose a little bit of interest. I've probably said that before on these MCU films. When they start to have different versions of themselves, what is there to invest in? What is there to get upset about if someone dies? Because, there's another one, another 1,000 of them, another 1,000,000 of them somewhere. It's just, to me, it just negates the whole point of investing in characters in films. So I'm never probably fully going to enjoy it as long as we've got this multiverse. If you go back to basics and we've got one planet, one set of characters, then fair enough. I'll probably enjoy things again, but not on this basis. I can't do it. No feeling of jeopardy for me. Despite, as been mentioned by the other critics, a genuinely scary bad guy in this, and that's what I liked about it. But by the end, for me, it's just throwaway, and it feels wrong that it should be throwaway for a budget of $200 million, which is what it cost. It shouldn't be like that, should it? As always with MCU, again, too long for me. Lots of characters, and it makes it hard to particularly care about any of them. I just find, as I said, I find the multiverse stuff a little bit boring. I want smaller, more down-to-earth stuff, and how ironic, I suppose, as this was an Ant-Man film, but that's how I feel about it. So, not a total disaster, but as I said, this is going the wrong way for me. I just think MCUs are just not particularly working out for me as this multiverse stuff, which I say a lot of people like it, a lot of the general public seem to like it, so I might be at odds with a few people, but that's my opinions. Let me know what your opinions are, guys. It doesn't matter if they're different. Of course it doesn't with us. We're all got our own points of view. Just let me know. It'd be great to hear from you. Until we meet again, and last one thing, don't we? Please stay safe, everyone. Bye for now.